giving challenge. Giving is literally one of my favorite things to do, and so I am so excited for this challenge today. And it is hosted by Second Chance Ohana. They are a mother-daughter duo that does awesome work flipping furniture. So if you have not checked them out, I hope you will check them out. I will link them below, as well as all of the other YouTubers participating in this collaboration. We were challenged to flip a piece of furniture and either give it to someone or sell it and donate the money to charity or someone that needed it. And today I chose to flip this piece for my dear friends Callie and Derek and their two little girls, Kinsey and Desi. So today I'm making a book nook or book chair out of a nightstand so they can sit in their little chair and read their books. And I cannot wait to show this flip to you. It was totally a new experience for me, and I can also not wait to show it to Callie, Derek, and the girls. So I hope you will stick around, see the transformation, let me know if you love it, and stick to the end so you can see the end and the numbers. Alright, without further ado, let's get flipping!
Welcome to Flipping Clean Mama. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Larissa, and I am a stay-at-home homeschooling mom that loves to transform vintage furniture on the side to bring in a little extra income for me and my family. I also love saving these pieces from the landfill and giving them a new life. I hope you will join me on this journey as I flip many different styles of pieces, and you can learn along with me as we flip furniture together. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a very blessed day. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started with all that flipping. Okay, let's get started. Here is the before of the nightstand. And we're going to start taking that nightstand apart. First, I'm removing the staples and taking the backing off. And my husband's helping me remove some of the hard staples as well. And then I'll take out the drawer slides on the top, because we're just keeping the bottom drawer. And then removing the drawer and the old hardware. We're giving it some new hardware to update it a little bit. This is the old hardware. And this nightstand actually came with the dresser that I did on the Cozy Winter Challenge that I painted red. This is actually the nightstand that goes to it. And then I'm removing these side pieces so it can be more streamlined and not so outdated looking on the sides. My husband's helping out with a lot of the demolition here. And then removing this little piece with the crowbar. And we couldn't get all these nails and staples out, so my husband's using his oscillating tool to sort of shave those off and make it smooth. Check out that smoke. And then I'm unscrewing the top, and taking the top off here, and then I will use that top piece for the backboard of the seat. We're also using the oscillating tool to cut off these pieces of wood that were used for the drawer frames. And there's my little helper with the cuteness factor going on. And he don't like that loud noise of the saw. I'm just continuing to take the piece apart. A lot of this project was demolition and rebuilding to make this nightstand into a chair. Here my husband is with the skill saw, just cutting off the scallops again and making it look a little more modern. And then we took the miter box saw and cut the 1x4s out for the support on the seat. And I glued those in with Gorilla Glue. And then later nailed them on as well. My glue bottle was clogged, so I'm just choosing a stick of wood here to apply the glue. And then since I only own 2 clamps, yeah, I know, and I just held down the wood with some cement pieces. So if anybody would ever like to get me some clamps, they're on my Amazon wish list. But for now, this works. And my husband is measuring the board for the sides. Just some plywood and pine boards for the sides of each piece. And then cutting them with a circular saw. And now just cutting them down again with the table saw. And that'll be the seat piece that goes over the 1x4s there. And then he's just notching out the wood so he can fit it around for the seat piece there. See how the notches are there on the sides? Now I'm just nailing down the supports there. And putting some glue on the boards and gluing them in and then clamping them. I had used some wood filler to fill in all the gaps on the sides and where the nail holes were, etc. So I'm just sanding that down as well as scuff sanding the whole piece. I'm using a 220 grit sandpaper, making sure all my pieces get nice and smooth, especially the new pieces as well. I just want to give a shout out to everybody. If you stuck with me this far, thank you so much. Again, just a reminder to go check out the playlist after this video and check out all the other people that participated in this challenge. And go check out Second Chance Ohana as they put this whole collaboration together. And they are a great channel to watch, a good mother-daughter duo, and you'll really enjoy them. If you haven't checked me out on Facebook or Instagram, head on over there to FlippingCleanMama, and you can see my other pieces of work and some stuff on the side that I will put on my stories occasionally. And I'd love to have you over there following as well. If you haven't subscribed to me on here, I hope you will, so that you can watch me do more and more. Here is the primer I'm using, Ben Shellac primer. It's my go-to primer. The only thing I don't like about this primer is it can be a little runny, but it does a really good job of what it does. And I'm using that 2-inch roller there. And I ended up putting 2 coats of primer on this piece. And as you can see, I've moved inside to my dining room because I live in the Midwest and it is cold and I don't have any heat in my garage. The back piece there that I am priming is the top of the nightstand that my husband cut down for me. And then on the back of this nightstand / chair is like a piece of plywood going over the whole back. But then that piece right there on the back is the top of the nightstand. And it worked really well. Alright, I'm starting to paint. I ended up doing about 2 coats and some touch-ups on this piece. And I ended up making my own custom color using melange's Senora Rose and melange's Sophie's Pink. And then I added a little bit of Rustoleum linen in with it to create this custom pink color. And I really ended up liking it. I tried multiple colors, a pink and also a purple, but I ended up liking this one the best. There was still a few little spots that I needed to fill with wood filler, so that's what I did here, and then sanded it down and painted it. Just sanding it all down again and doing one more final coat on it. I ended up filling the original holes and drilling new ones for the new hardware. And I'm just using the silver flat bar hardware that you've seen me use before in other videos. And there's the new hardware. And here I am doing the top coat. I'm just using Varathane's polyurethane in satin, and I mixed it with a little bit of paint, and I'm applying it with my applicator sponge and also a brush later on. I ended up doing 3 coats of the polyurethane. I figured being a chair for 2 little girls, it's going to need a lot of protection from all the playing and reading in it. For the cushion part of the seat, I just went to Joann's Fabric, one of our local fabric stores, and bought a foam cushion and then cut out the notches for it and bought this floral fabric and wrapped it in it. I sort of wrapped it just like a present. So it'd be easy for her to take off and wash if she needed to. I ended up hot gluing it on. And then I did some vinyl lettering and put the Once Upon a Time and the book on there with the cricket. And now I am just going over that lettering with the poly as well from Varathane to help seal the letters on. By themselves, the letters weren't sticking very well, but after I put the poly on them, I also did 3 coats on the letters. They stuck just fine. And then in the drawer, I did get a bunch of little presents for both girls. so they have some things to play with and some books to read.
Stand for $25. It was actually part of the red dresser that I did for the cozy challenge. It was a nightstand that went with it. So $25 for the nightstand. I put about $40 of wood into it and $15 of paint, about $10 a top coat, and then maybe another $10 or more on the vinyl for the Cricut and etc. So I'm going to give me an all-in price of around $100 to $120. So if I was to sell this chair, it would have to be a little bit pricey for just a little chair. It would probably have to be at least $250 or more dollars to make a decent profit off of it. But it was so fun to do and so much different than I usually do that I really enjoyed it. Have you ever made a chair like this? If you've stuck around this long, I hope that you are subscribed to my channel. It goes a long way to helping me out. And I will be taking a short break through the holidays, but we'll be back in January sometime. So come back and check out Flipping Clean Mama for more great flips. All right, everyone. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a very blessed holiday with those that you love. And as always, keep on flipping. We couldn't go deliver the chair to Callie and family because they're under the weather. But as soon as they're all better, we'll take it to them and get it delivered. But we'll attach here a picture of Callie and her family. And I hope that you enjoy the reveal. So here it is.